Cartoons, cartoons, cartoons. You grew up loving them in theaters and on television. Rekindle your love for Betty Boop, Felix the Cat, Bugs Bunny, Popeye, Superman, and all their animated friends. Make new friends with Bosco, Colonel Bleep, and the Funny Company Gang. The laughter never stops on ComedyMX channels. So return with us now to those golden days of yesteryear.
We have a company that you can join for free, and kids in every neighborhood belong. It's the Funny Company, 'cause it's just for fun, you see. So come a-running when you hear our song. Come to order, says our president. And when the Funny Company meets, here's just what we present. Things to see.
And things to do.
Stories. Fun. Toys. All sorts of things of interest and fun for girls and boys.
It's me, Belly Laguna, and this is my cousin, Sleepy Laguna. He wants to be assistant bad guy.
Oh, it's that mean old Billy Laguna. I better find out what he's up to.
Okay, here's the picture. This is Funny Company Clubhouse. Inside are a bunch do-good brats. You'll hate them.
Oh, he's so awful.
And they invent things. See, on table next to window are plans to new invention. Now, you see this vacuum cleaner? Well, I'll go inside, you stay here and listen, and when I say now, you turn on the vacuum cleaner, the plans will go in, and we get them. Remember, when I say now.
Oh, I better warn the gang.
How now, brown cow?
That's good, Terry.
Well, we actors have to keep in practice.
Good diction is important, Terry, but some actors don't talk at all. Right, Dr. Todd?
That's right, Jasper. As part of any actor's training, be he young or old, the whole art of expressing your feelings and emotions by facial expression and bodily movement is very important. When you tell a story wholly without words, using your facial expression and bodily movements alone, this is called pantomime. So when young people are learning to act, they're called upon to pretend how they'd behave if they got, say, a happy telephone call. They all take turns doing it in front of each other.
I'd be embarrassed.
Well, you'd have to get over that. That's why you practice. And then the teacher comments and makes suggestions on how to improve your work. And then you are given another pretend exercise. Be very, very sad. Oh, you're so sad at some news you got, and your face shows it, and you bow your head and slump your shoulders.
Yeah, it's only make-believe sad.
Right. And then you act out whole little stories, all in preparation for really putting on a play for lots of people in a theater.
Oh, that's for me.
And you see, to help communicate, in addition to the words of the play, the actions and expressions of all the actors help tell the story more clearly. Of a joyful meeting, and an introduction of friends, and modesty, and all the range of human experience.
Maybe I would have fun acting.
Huh, how about that?
Listen, everybody. Billy Laguna's coming, and he's gonna do it.
Vacuum cleaner, eh?
I see when Billy says no.
Ah, oh, I got an idea. Listen.
Well, that's a good word. Yeah, good.
Hello, darling people. It's me, the new good guy, Belly Laguna.
Oh, hi, Mr. Laguna. Shh, here he is. Okay, Terry, take it again.
How new, brown cow?
What's he doing?
He's practicing his diction for the stage.
Wait, he said that wrong. Here, let old actor show you.
Oh, fine. Would you get on our stage, please?
Sure. Okay, listen. How now, brown cow?
And away he goes.
Sleepy, stop.
hope you liked our show, and we'll be back as quick as 1, 2, 3. And when we meet again, we hope you'll be here then, 'cause now you're in the funny company. We have a company that you can join for free, and kids in every neighborhood belong. It's the funny company, 'cause it's just for fun, you see. So come a-running when you hear our song.
Come to order,
Says the president, and when the funny company meets, here's just what we present.
things to see.
And things to do.
Stories, toys.
All sorts of things of interest and fun for girls and boys.
Galloping goulash belly baby, this is going to be your day. Look, eyeballs, is that something to steal?
Oh, where do you want these jewels and precious stones from Harry Tiffin's Credit Jewelers?
Right here, my good.
Oh, the costs are going to break us.
Real jewels for a make-believe movie.
Please, for a picture by me, Anatole Litmus, nothing is phony.
Well, time costs money. Speed it up.
All right. Now, Violet, you and your daddy, famous explorer, played by famous actor Bicuspid.
Oh, how nice of you, Anatole. Really?
Please, the crew, the set, the money, hurry.
Philistine. All right, Violet, little daughter and papa find King Solomon's mine shaft. There. And all the jewels and gold from his treasure.
Oh, my, how exciting.
Yes, but wait. Your papa was hurt, and he is out like a light. He's too real. But you, Violet, build campfire and keep him warm and give you light in the jungle, right?
Oh, I'm scared.
All right, so you are sleepy yourself, and then these giant African snails attack you.
Oh, giant African snails. Oh, boy, is this fake.
Oh, not necessarily, Terry.
Giant African snails? So big they can scare a little girl? Ha, ha.
Well, there are snails that are no bigger than the head of a pin. And then there are giant African snails that measure up to 2 feet long.
2 feet? Good gravy.
The regular garden snail is small by comparison. Oh, the snail is a fascinating animal. It's classified as a gastropod, a mollusk, and usually has a spiral shell and a broad, flat foot.
A foot? Oh, goodness.
Well, that's that big muscular base that the snail stands on and uses to crawl along. His eyes are out on ends of long tentacles like, which he can wave around and point in whatever direction he wants to look. To blink or wink, he pulls his whole eye inside this branch, just like you'd pull your hand up inside the sleeve of your coat.
Hey, how about that?
Snails feed on plants or on animal matter, and some are edible and many are not. There are freshwater snails, saltwater snails, tree snails, and land snails. When the land snail crawls, he produces a sticky solution that serves as a roadway. You can sometimes see his glistening track. The muscles of its foot move in a rippling motion, just like the legs of a caterpillar.
How about that?
But that sticky solution protects the snail against injury. It is so protective that a snail can crawl up and over the edge of a sharp, sharp razor blade without even cutting himself.
Oh, mercy, Dr. Todd.
Boy, he better not dance the cha-cha-cha, or he'll be a snail, snail, snail.
All right, are we ready?
Ready, Mr. Litmus?
How about the giant snails, the fake ones?
The motors are running, Mr. Litmus.
This is it. I climb under one of these shells, make like mechanical snail, go over to where treasure is, and eat a few jewels. Ready? Start them up.
Oh, these are 12 times bigger than those giant snails really are. Phony.
I'm getting closer. I can see glow of jewels right ahead.
Look, that snail. It's headed for the campfire.
Pretty diamonds. Oh.
That snail sure is cooperating, Mr. T-Berry. How so? Well, he must have heard you say you wanted the show speeded up. Oh, yes.
And now it's time to go. We hope you liked our show, and we'll be back as quick as 1, 2, 3. hope you'll be here then, 'cause now you're in the funny company. We have a company that you can join for free, and kids in every neighborhood belong. It's funny company, 'cause it's just for fun, you see. So come a-running when you hear our song.
Come to order,
Says our president, and when the funny company meets, here's just what we present.
things to see.
And things to do.
Stories, toys.
All sorts of things of interest and fun for girls and boys.
Oranges, apples, bananas, nice fresh fruit.
I'll take an apple, Kylie.
Une pomme aussi, s'il vous plaît.
Oui, Monsieur, merci.
Yeah, it is a nice day, sir.
Terry, he's a French sailor, and he said he wants an apple, too.
Oh,
Gee, fellas, we're doing very well with our fresh fruit stand.
yeah, these merchant marine sailors can really eat.
That Navy bridge is really coming along fast.
Oh, look at those men up there so high.
They're called high steel men.
Boy, I'll say they're high.
And I'm feeling very low. You know, I got to get out of this country, change the scenery. These funny company brats give me inferiority complex.
Hey, look, an ocean liner.
Wish we were going somewhere.
We'd have a big stateroom on the ship.
Stateroom?
That's what you call the cabins or rooms people stay in aboard ship.
Maybe I go back to old country on ship. They say half the fun is in the going.
Oh, look, that man on the end of that hook.
Don't worry about him. He's used to it.
Oh, what if he fell?
Depending on how high he is, he might make a nice dive out of it.
If he were experienced.
He could.
He could.
Why, sure. One of the most spectacular and thrilling attractions in Mexico are the famous cliff divers of Acapulco. These are a group of native boys who dive into the shallow, rock-strewn ocean from the towering heights of La Quebrada, a cliff that rises to several hundred feet above the sea.
Woo-wee! Wow!
Before each incoming wave, the waters below La Quebrada are as little as 4 or 5 feet deep. But each wave brings in another 2 or 3 feet of water. Each diver must time his perilous leap with the incoming wave.
Oh, isn't that scary?
The climb up La Quebrada is nearly as hazardous as the dive. One misstep and the diver would fall to the jagged rocks below.
Wow!
The patron saint of the cliff diver is Guadalupe, and a shrine to Saint Guadalupe stands alongside the path to the top of the cliff. When a cliff diver reaches his platform high atop La Quebrada, he may look below, making careful observations of the incoming waves. He notices their height and their frequency. He then makes his calculations as to the best time to dive. He nods to the starter below. The starter signals the beginning of the inbound wave. The diver leaps, throwing his body out a distance of 12 feet or more in order to miss the jutting face of the cliff.
Wow-wee!
Gee, you'd take your little life in your little own hands doing that.
Ooh, boy!
That's it. I'll snitch Violet and watch.
What the? It's Violet!
Look, Belly Laguna.
You better stop him, boys. He's headed for the top of the bridge. I think he's finally flipped.
Oh, you let me go, you...
Oh, Tootsie, I've got master plan for you. Look.
What are you gonna do?
See ship? See swimming pool on deck? I hear about high divers, and I dive into pool as ship goes under bridge.
Well, go ahead.
But I take you with me.
No.
I take you and your shrinking secret out of the country. Ha!
Oh, I'll tell you my secret. Only leave me here.
What is it?
I eat a banana and then think small.
So, that's it. Well, I'll just...
Change your mind about leaving the country, Mr. Laguna?
Yes, dear. I didn't like my stateroom.
And now it's time to go. We hope you liked our show. And we'll be back as quick as 1, 2, 3. And when we meet again, we hope you'll be here then. 'Cause now you're in the funny company. you can join for free. And kids in every neighborhood belong. It's the funny company, 'cause it's just for fun, you see. So come a-running when you hear our song.
Come to order,
Says our president. And when the funny company meets, here's just what we present.
Things to think.
And things to do.
Stories. Toys.
All sorts of things of interest and fun for girls and boys.
Gee, we can't decide on our next project without Dr. Todd. I wonder what's holding him up.
Probably his legs. Oh, here he comes now.
Oh, I'm sorry I'm tardy, kids, but the climb up the hill is breathtaking.
You should have had our soapbox derby car.
Oh, it's too hard to push uphill, Terry. Besides, it's dangerous. The car might roll backwards and accidentally knock somebody down.
Buzzer's right. Statistics show one man is knocked down by a car every 5 seconds.
Gee, that man must be made of steel.
That's me, a steel man. Man, I steal anything.
Yes, sirree. The roads are getting so jammed with cars these days, it'd be safer driving through the air.
That's it, our new project.
An aerial cable car.
We can sell tickets for sightseeing excursions, and the funny company will have transportation up the hill.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like the Palm Springs Tramway?
I've heard of an oak having acorns, but a palm with springs. This I gotta see.
Well, Palm Springs is a very nice place with natural water springs to feed thirsty palms. And there's an aerial tramway there that goes up, 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 thousands of feet up a mountainside to a completely different kind of climate.
Boy, I bet it'll be cold up there.
Well, wait and see. Cables are hung between towers that were built up the mountainside. The aerial tram car will run up these cables. You get in down at the bottom of this canyon, almost on the floor of this big desert area. The desert that was once the bottom of a prehistoric sea. Then up you go in your tram car over jagged rocks and pinnacles, and I want to tell you the scenery is wonderful. The view is breathtaking.
Gee.
As you go up, other cars are coming down. The people in them have already been to the top where you're going to land. You're hundreds of feet up, and trees grow here because the air and climate are moist, unlike the desert below. And there's snow on the ground up here, and only a few minutes ago you might have been in a year-round swimming pool in the desert. And then you go back down, and once in a while you get a little jolt or bump when your tram car rolls over cable joints or connections,
Oh, that's kind of scary when that happens.
but very safe. And then you're back where you started on your ride on the aerial tramway. In just a few short minutes, it brought you to and from completely different climates and environment. You have just enjoyed a ride on the world's longest aerial tramway. No other can come near it in length. And what have we got here in the funny company?
My goodness, the world's smallest aerial cable car. But is it safe?
Yes, sir. Besides, I installed rubber shock absorbers and a powerful brake that will stop the car on a dime.
Oh, boy, then I'll stop the car and steal the dime, too.
Here are the crew assignments. Terry will point out the sights with his tail. Super Chief will be the horn. And Billy Laguna will be our test pilot.
Hey, kids, look, no hands. Oh, look, kids, no head.
Oh, what a colorful test pilot. Yellow, black, and blue.
Oh, I don't mind the speed, but these sudden stops. A murder. Hey, kids, get me down from here, please. Give me a break.
Anything you say, Mr. Laguna. Here's your brake.
I never win against these kids.
Gee, Mr. Laguna, have an accident?
No, thank you, sweetheart. I just had one.
And now it's time to go. We hope you liked our show. And we'll be back as quick as 1, 2, 3. And when we meet again, we hope you'll be here then. 'Cause now you're in the funny company. We have a that you can join for free, and kids in every neighborhood belong. It's the funny company, 'cause it's just for fun, you see. So come a-running when you hear our song.
Come to order,
Says our president, and when the funny company meets, here's just what we present. Things to see,
And things to do.
stories, fun, toys, all sorts of things of interest, and fun for girls and boys.
The meeting will please come to order. Put your supervisor hats on. There. Is everybody present? All but Jasper National Park. Oh. Terry, will you see what that awful noise is?
It's Jasper. He's in a helicopter.
A helicopter? Where did you get that?
I invented it, naturally. It's a simple principle of the airfoil rotated at high velocity.
Oh, good grief, he's off again.
Hey, you came from home in that thing?
Had to. Couldn't find my skate key.
Well, come on down. You're holding up the meeting.
Certainly. Oh, just
Hey, I'll go up and give our brainy buddy a hand.
please, Terry. I'd rather do it myself.
Oh, sorry.
I just stopped pedaling and... a slight miscalculation.
Boy, you could use some flying lessons.
We came down, didn't we?
Oh, look at that pile of stuff.
My, oh my, that reminds me of some of the early planes that man tried his wings in.
Yes, I saw several of the early aircraft at the Air Museum. They had lots of planes from World War I.
Well, after the war, some of those planes, like the Curtiss Jenny, were sold to barnstormers, people who put on air shows and did daredevil air stunts. Oh, the Jenny is quite a plane. Its top speed was 75 miles an hour. In 1918, the U.S. Post Office started an air route between New York and Philadelphia to try the idea of carrying mail by air. The run was flown by Army pilots flying these old Jennies, some of the first planes to successfully prove the usefulness of air transportation to the American public.
They fought in the World War I.
Yes, they didn't start out that way. You see, planes were used to observe enemy ground troops. The Germans had a plane called the Fokker, a triplane with 3 wings. It had a maximum speed of 110 miles per hour. It had a great climb rate and maneuverability, which was needed in dogfights.
Dogfights?
Yes, when enemy pilots on reconnaissance first passed each other, they used to wave. Then, someone took to pot-shotting at the enemy with pistols. And then they put machine guns on these planes and fought each other in the air.
Dogfights. Gee.
But now these planes are retired, and flying them is much safer. Almost.
Wowee, look!
For heaven's sakes.
Gee, that Jenny really piled up.
Boy, I'll say, it'll take a long time to put that plane together again.
Even the most careful hobbyist in this fun-filled pastime of collecting and keeping old planes can come a cropper with an accident. Luckily, no one was seriously injured.
Oh, my goodness, I'm so glad no one was hurt.
Anyone want to buy a slightly used airplane?
Anyone want to buy a slightly used helicopter?
Why, what are you going to do now, Jasper?
I'm going to build an airplane. That's what I'm going to do.
But, Jasper, you still don't know much about flying.
I do so.
Sure he does, Dr. Todd. He made a flight at a very early age.
Oh, sure. He's a veteran flyer.
I am?
When did he fly before?
When the stork brought him.
Well, that's not very humorous. Well, it is a bit, but I am...
And now it's time to go. We hope you liked our show. And we'll be back as quick as 1, 2, 3. And when we meet again, we hope you'll be here then. 'Cause now you're in the funny company. We have a company that you can join for free. And kids in every neighborhood belong. It's the
and things to do.
Stories, toys, all sorts of things of interest and fun for girls and boys.
I followed those funny company brats all the way here, the Amazon jungle. Ooh, I'm so excited my stomach is upset. Ooh, look, I've got poison darts and blowgun, and I'm going to finish them off and get all the money that rich dame is carrying with her to make foolish movie.
Oh, I'm so excited, Mr. T-Berry.
Oh, I think it's just wonderful that you put up the money to make this movie, Miss Wellborn.
But now poor Terry is sick, and he's supposed to be the Birdman in our movie about the Amazon princess.
Stupid child, all you need is me, Gloria Excelsior, star of stage, screen, and radio.
Please, no bickering. Enough has gone wrong with this picture already. Terry's sick and...
You nasty green bird, I told you to take a hot bath and lots of orange juice. Did you drink your orange juice yet?
I haven't finished drinking the hot bath yet.
I'll finish them off with this poison dart.
Oh, look at all the little fishies.
Yes, these are piranha-infested waters.
Oh, piranha.
What is that?
Oh, they're tiny little fish that are very bloodthirsty.
Oh, this jungle, it's horrible and ferocious.
Oh, Miss Excelsior, the creatures of the Amazon jungle are very interesting.
Oh, brother, even when I'm sick, this kid talks.
I would like to tell you about some of the animals we might see. As for instance, the tapir. It is very much like a hog or a forest pig. Actually, a tapir looks kind of like a cross between an anteater, an elephant, a hog, a rhinoceros, and a hippopotamus.
Can't make up his mind, I guess.
He's very fat, and some natives do eat tapir meat. Another interesting animal you will see is the bird called the macaw.
Macaw.
Very funny. At any rate, the macaw is a beautiful bird, and you will see many of them in pet stores and in zoos throughout the world. Now, there is one animal that we must be very cautious about, and that is the boa constrictor. The jungle has many kinds of boa constrictors.
What do you mean, a snake like?
Look.
Yipes!
Now, there are tree boas, meaning boa constrictors that like to be in trees and live in trees.
Boy, do they bite you?
No, a boa constrictor will grab on you and wrap himself around you and strangle you, squeeze you until the life has left you. You will suffocate because you can't breathe.
What do you mean, me? He's not going to get within 10 feet of me, my friend.
Well, fortunately, boa constrictors aren't very fast, but that's how they get their prey.
Oh, what a terrible beast.
Oh, he is that. I'm certainly glad we don't have any scenes calling for a boa constrictor.
There are plenty around here, so we'd better be careful. It stopped raining.
Oh, keen team, we can shoot the scene where Gloria Excelsior and Shrinkin' Violet are rescued from the piranha-infested river by Reva the Birdman. Feeling up to it, Terry? I'll try, Mr. T-Berry.
And I will dump those two little girls, and while everybody is trying to save them, I will steal Miss Wellborn's suitcase full of movie money.
I didn't say action.
That's not pterodactyl.
Who's that nasty Billy Laguna?
I hate to work with amateurs.
It's a shame you ruined that scene, Mr. T-Berry.
Ruined it? Oh, my boy, keep that camera rolling.
And now it's time to go. We hope you liked our show. And we'll be back as quick as 1, 2, 3. And when we meet again, we hope you'll be here then. 'Cause now you're in the funny company. We have a company that you can join for free. And kids in every neighborhood belong. It's the funny company, 'cause it's just for fun, you see. So come a-running when you hear our song.
Come to order,
Says our president. And when the funny company meets, here's just what we present.
things to see.
And things to do.
Stories, toys,
All sorts of things of interest and fun for girls.
I'm little Miss Shrinking Violet. You are finally captured, and if the forces of evil don't want you, I hold you for ransom till Funny Company pays for you.
Oh, I'm so frightened. Ouch!
Go ahead and shrink. I just put you in bottle. There. Goodbye till later. Oh, boy. If I'm going to be villain, got to get more class.
Oh, my, what can I do? I'm so scared I can't grow, and I'm too small to push that cork out.
And no good Billy Laguna.
He sneaked up from behind and tied me up and took Shrinking Violet.
And he said we'd be hearing from him, huh?
I'll bet he's going to hold her for ransom.
Where, though?
Well, not where he lives, at Mrs. Ritz's, that's for certain.
Hey, coming in from Jenkins' farm on my bike about twilight yesterday, I noticed a light on in the old Grimes house.
That's haunted.
The Grimes are all gone.
Bet that's where he's got her.
Come on, gang.
First, let's call the police and have them meet us there.
Here, maybe I can just walk this little bottle along. Oh, at least I'm free, but scared. Won't be much further.
Yeah, couldn't Violet shrink down and escape?
Oh, I'd be afraid. Little like that. The bugs and snakes and rats.
She might get in worse trouble.
Yeah, spiders and ants?
And if she ever fell in an ant-lion's trap, that would be the end of her.
Why, what do you mean? What's an antlion, for gosh sakes?
It's the larval form of a certain kind of insect. Sometimes they call it the doodle bug.
A doodle bug? That's funny.
Well, this larva goes down into loose earth or sand, or sandy ground, and he buries himself. He likes it best living out this stage of his life, the larval stage, in this underground home. But he's hungry, so he builds a trap. He makes a funnel-shaped hole in the ground above him.
Hey, how about that? He's pretty smart, and boy, is he a hard worker.
Right. Again and again and again, he sort of combs the side of the hole above him until he has a nice funnel-shaped hole that goes right down to him. Well, so Mr. Ant comes walking along, and if he stays clear of the funnel, he'll be all right. But if he starts to slip on the edge of that funnel, well, the more he struggles, the more sandy soil gives way, and it's just like a slide, and down he goes into that ant-lion's waiting jaws.
That poor old ant.
Well, that's just how the ant-lion lives and traps his food.
Gee, how about that?
Then he starts all over again, smoothing out the sides of the same hole. Or maybe he'll move for one reason or another to another hole and start building the trap all over again. And there are plenty of ants to keep him supplied with victims and dinners, and he has a good appetite.
Boy, you can say that again, but it sure helps keep the ant population down. Hey, what's that on the porch?
Yeah, lavender colored.
It's Violet.
Oh, mercy, I'm safe. And here come the police.
We found her, Sergeant Turnkey.
And we found this no good. Move! Off to jail. See, already I got class. Got chauffeur driving me around. Move! Please, I'd rather do that myself. Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, I'll never learn. Oh, I hit too hard.
And now it's time to go. We hope you liked our show. And we'll be back as quick as 1, 2, 3. And when we meet again, we hope you'll be here then. 'Cause now you're in the funny company. We have a company that you can join for free. And kids in every neighborhood belong. It's the funny company, 'cause it's just for fun, you see. So come a-running when you hear our song.
Come to order,
Says our president. And when the funny company meets, here's just what we present.
things to see.
And things to do.
Stories, toys,
All sorts of things of interest and fun for girls and
Hey, everybody, the funny company's got a job from Mrs. Hawkins' farm, so I guess we'll have to buy some egg baskets. Gee, Buzzer, we can't buy any baskets. Our treasury's too low. Maybe we could weave our own.
How do you weave an egg?
Not eggs, baskets.
Gosh, no money, no baskets. No baskets, no money.
Him say, you don't need wampum. Indian people make own baskets.
How?
How?
Terry means how, not how. How do they make baskets?
This I got to see.
It looks complicated. How long does it take to make one?
Only 1/50th of a second.
To make a perfect basket?
No, to make a perfect picture.
Thank you, Jasper. You're so helpful.
Well, if you'd really like to know, it's quite interesting.
Uh-oh, here we go again.
Polly, you should know better than to get Jasper started.
The Indian women of Arizona are quite adept at basket making. First, they get branches or long whips of certain kinds of shrubs, bushes, or trees. They could use willow. Then, after the leaves and twigs have been stripped from the main whip, they split the whip into 2 or 3 parts. It's not quite like peeling a banana, although it looks as easy. They don't use the bark, they use the whole fiber.
Oh, it's like wicker or rattan.
Rattan?
Wicker and rattan and cane are all vegetable fiber materials used in making baskets and chair seats and all kinds of things.
Hey, you're pretty smart at that kind of stuff yourself, Buzzer.
Geez, thanks, Terry.
And so, these Indian women weave the baskets, forming the base first and building up the sides next. They weave in darker strips that they've dyed with color, and that way they make their pretty Indian designs.
You know, Jasper, it is interesting.
I told you so. You all give me a hard time once in a while.
Okay, JP, no sermons.
Well, anyhow, that's how you weave baskets. And I've heard that some baskets can be woven so tightly that they can be used to carry water.
Yeah, and woven so round you can play with them.
Play with them?
Sure, you've heard of basketball, haven't you?
Oh, Terry! You know, those baskets are really keen. Gee, with our own handmade baskets, now everything we earn from delivering eggs will be profit. No overhead.
Except me, I'm overhead. Gonna steal Funny Company's baskets and corner the basket market. Pretty soon Easter bunnies won't have Easter baskets. Families won't have picnic baskets. Kids won't have basketballs. Then everyone will have to buy Belly's baskets.
Hey, look who just dropped in.
It's that little old basket stealer, me.
Anybody that would steal from kids is a rotten egg.
Not only am I rotten, but I'm a hard-boiled egg, too.
Oh, no, you don't. Fire! Shill the enemy, everybody!
Mr. Laguna, you're not hard-boiled now. You're scrambled.
Oh, these kids! Have I got egg on my face?
That's right, Mr. Laguna. Yolk's on you.
And now it's time to go. We hope you liked our show. And we'll be back as quick as 1, 2, 3. And when we meet again, we hope you'll be here then. 'Cause now you're in the funny company. We have a company that you can join for free. And kids in every neighborhood belong. It's the funny company, 'cause it's just for fun, you see. So come a-running when you hear our song.
Come to order! Come to order!
Says our president. And when the funny company meets, here's just what we present.
Things to see!
And things to do.
Stories! Toys!
All sorts of things of interest and fun for girls and boys.
Hey, kids! Look at the funny-looking dog! Look at his nose! If it scrapes the ground anymore, he's gonna wear it off!
What's this? Something I've always needed. Someone to smell for me. I'll train him to sniff and locate money. Somebody else's. Here, doggy. Nice, doggy. There, that's what money smells like. Hey, you miserable mutt. That's $100. Come back here.
Serves Billy right.
Yeah, I'll bet he's teaching that dog to steal.
Gee, could that dog really smell money?
Dogs have a very keen sense of smell, especially hound dogs, and the Basset is one of the breeds of hound dogs. When he's first born, the Basset is one of the cutest little dogs you've ever seen. Basset hounds are hunting dogs, bred down from cousins of the bloodhound called St. Hubert hounds back in the 15th century France. The reason they were bred down in size was that ladies in those days rode side saddle and were unable to keep up with the fast, long-legged St. Hubert hounds. The word Basset comes from the French bas, meaning low, and terre, to the ground.
Basset, 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 Basset. Oh, I see.
Bloodhounds are supposed to have bloodshot eyes. Queen Victoria had the first Bassets in England. The French Bassets had more of the look of a beagle hound before they were crossed with the bloodhound in England. Shakespeare describes the Basset hounds in Midsummer Night's Dream. George Washington had the first pair of Bassets in the United States, which were given to him by the Marquis de Lafayette.
Lafayette, we aren't here.
The carved bronze statue of the St. Hubert hounds is 150 years old. Note the brand on the side. The nobility always used to brand their hounds to identify them.
Gee.
The brown and black adult Basset is a 4-year-old champion named Napoleon.
Isn't he pretty?
Deacon, who is all brown, is his second cousin and 3.5 years old.
Oh, isn't he cute?
The pups are Sister Carrie, 7 months, Basil Bonnet Bas, meaning good and low, 5 months.
He sure is good and low.
Malcolm Muggeridge, 3 months, and Jezebel, 7 weeks. All these pups were sired by Napoleon.
That means he's their father.
Hey, look, who's this coming?
Say, did any of you children lose $100 bill?
Where did you get it?
From a dog, Happy.
That's Happy?
Well, now, about this $100 bill.
Ah, that's my $100. Give it to me.
He didn't even say please.
Madam, may I have my $100 back? If you don't mind, please.
This is your $100 bill?
I can prove it by these kids. And kids, I don't hate you now.
Oh, that's right.
That's
We
right.
saw the dog take it.
Well, it's an absolute fake, a counterfeit, and you're under arrest.
Oh, that's what you think, Granny.
Sick him, Happy.
Oh! Happy! They should call him Sharpie. Ow!
And now, I'll just wrap this up.
Gee, where did you learn that judo?
It's from years with the Treasury Department, Sonny. I started with Alexander Hamilton. Oh, my goodness.
What's the matter?
What are you doing?
I'm putting on my skates. I'm already 10 minutes late for my surfboard lesson. Hi-ho, silver wheels, and away! And now it's time to go. We hope you liked our show. And we'll be back as quick as 1, 2, 3. And when we meet again, we hope you'll be here then. 'Cause now you're in the funny company. We have a company that you can join for free. And kids in every neighborhood belong. It's the funny company, 'cause it's just for fun, you see. So come a-running when you hear our song.
Come to order,
Says our president. And when the funny company meets, here's just what we present. Things to see.
And things to do.
Stories. Toys. All sorts of things of interest. And fun for girls and
Oh, boy, now these funny company kids are building a radio station. Maybe I can get at controls and send messages to the forces of evil.
How's it coming, Dr. Todd?
We still have some tinkering to do before we can try broadcasting.
Well, meanwhile, let's catalog our music records.
Catalog?
Yeah, we've got to put the music in order so we can use it as a library.
Well, music is music, isn't it?
Yeah, but this way, if we're doing a radio play and we'd need mystery music, we could find it more easily.
Here's one. It's called Movie Chase.
Well, sounds like an old comedy with the Keystone Cops.
Terry, that's your cue. I'll make the lights flicker like the movies used to.
Just think, with our radio station, we can tell the whole world how much fun we have.
Huh. This radio station will be lucky if we're heard in the next block.
Maybe we could use Telstar.
Telstar?
What's that?
Oh, it's a wonderful thing that's happened to link the world together in even better communication.
See? If I could get at controls, I could reach world capitals with my poisonous messages.
The Telstar idea really started with the Echo satellite. As you know, we send and receive television pictures through the air in electrical waves and beams. Now we can send them for great distances across the world by bouncing those signals off satellites that are spinning around the Earth. Oh, this got its start with Project Echo when a big inflated balloon, a man-made moon, as high as a 10-story building, was put into orbit around the Earth. An illuminized balloon, all shiny.
You mean they fill it with gas and let it go up?
Oh, my, no. It was sent up in a rocket. The balloon was deflated at the start, and when the rocket got in orbit, the nose part separated, and the balloon was inflated. And as it spins around the Earth, television and other signals are sent up, beamed at the balloon, and they bounce off of it and back down to Earth, and are caught by giant antennae. But you can only do that at certain times in Echo's orbiting cycle.
You mean only when it was at a spot between the sending and receiving points where the signal could be bounced?
Well, that's right. So then there came this idea of sending up a sending and receiving satellite and putting it at such a height above the Earth so that it goes around at the same speed as the Earth. That way it would stay in one spot above the Earth. And if you had 3 such satellites above the Earth at equal distances and generally above the equator, why, you'd have constant mirrors or receiving and sending stations.
And then you could send signals at any time, all the time.
Mm-hmm. There are cables under the sea to carry telephone messages and other messages. But at the rate the world is increasing the communication among countries and people, there aren't enough cables. So these satellites can be used to carry all kinds of communications. And we'll all get to know each other better.
Gee, and you mean right here we've got the power to communicate all around the world?
Part of the power, Terry.
Oh, but don't touch those switches. You'll get a terrible shock.
Ha-ha! Guess who, kiddies? While you are hanky-panky with corny music and electronic lessons, I, Benny Laguna, getting ready to bounce secret spy messages to the forces of evil. Stand back while I turn on power. I want to... Oh!
Look! His eyeballs have a test pattern.
I wonder how far away they're picking him up.
I don't know, but turn his nose and see what's on the other channel.
And now it's time to go. We hope you liked our show. And we'll be back as quick as 1, 2, 3. And when we meet again, we hope you'll be here then.